Wow, I'm so excited to see you today. This is going to be an awesome time of teaching. I'm teaching you on the principles of Jesus, what made Jesus the world's greatest leader, the principles of Jesus. This is number 6. The timing is everything. Principle number 6, timing is everything. I think that's why Jesus got a little, I don't know what the word is, disturbed or kind of perturbed, put out of the way, kind of tested. I don't know what you would say. The very first miracle that he performed was kind of being pressed by his mother. John chapter number 2, at a wedding in Cana in Galilee, they ran out of wine, and she turned to her son and said, "Hey, you can do something about this. I know you can." And he said, "Woman, wait a minute, my time has not yet come." She was trying to press him in to move into the point of the miraculous of his ministry, when in fact everything in God is timing. In the fullness of time, God sent his son. Jesus was born at the right minute, the right day, the right place, the right second. Everything is timing. Everything is timing. Even if something is God's will, until you have the timing, his will is not ready. So we have to wait. Isaiah 40 says, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. Run, not be weary. They shall walk, not faint." Because the Bible is trying to get you to just wait until you hear from God. Everything in God is timing. You may know his will perfectly, but you got to wait until the timing of God. I think that's the hardest thing to do. I feel like whenever I have something that I just feel such a visionary thing I believe God wants me to do, I feel like a pregnant woman. And I know that that's not easy for a man to feel like a pregnant woman. But I can imagine what she goes through, the months that go by, and the closer to the time of the baby, the more uncomfortable she gets. I mean, when it gets 8 months, she's not comfortable sitting anywhere, she's not comfortable standing, she's not comfortable laying. That's like a vision when you know something is God's will, or you're waiting for God to reveal himself. The timing is just so critical, but you just want to do something to rush it. Can't we just have the baby at 7 months, 8 months? But you know, if the baby isn't full term, that it loses the chance that it needs to be fully mature in the mother's womb before it is born. And God is just calling us to catch this principle today. So in John chapter number 7, it's time for the Feast of Tabernacles, which would last a week. So his brothers were trying to press him, his physical brothers were trying to press him, half-brothers, trying to press him and get there if you want to be known, if you want to be seen. This is a promotional event. Get there, because anybody that wants to be known. And Jesus said, "You go ahead. Your time is any time, but my time, I've got to wait till I hear from the Father." Can you see the leadership principle in this? You may have the greatest ideas in the world, but if you don't know the sense of timing, your vision is going to be frustrated or aborted or incomplete, but it will not carry what would happen if it were full term. So God says, wait on me, wait patiently on me, patiently. I don't know, I don't like patience, do you? I don't like waiting, I just want it right now. I'm that instant gratification person. Probably you're not, but I'm talking about me. So it's hard for me to wait until it's the right timing, but if it's the right timing, everything's going to fall into place. If it is the wrong timing, nothing is going to fall in place. So we're going to have to try to push it, and it's going to abort the entire thing. So the Bible was continually, again in this verse number 30, chapter 7, verse 38, he mentions it again. Chapter number 8, he mentions it again. 8, verse number 20 of John's Gospel, he says the time was not right. The time was not right. Everything had to be perfect timing. When he came, when he died on the cross, everything had to be perfect timing. This is one of the leadership principles that Jesus wants you to understand, that it is one of those things that made him the world's greatest leader. Though he was a son, he had to go through the process of time. There had to be time spent. He had to go through the Galilee experience for 18 months. He had to go through the Jerusalem experience of 18 months. He had to experience all these things that are detailed in the Gospels, and that is a sense of timing about everything. It is a critical principle that you understand. In the fullness of time, when time has fully come, everything God does is precisely on time. There's not one thing that God does. Jesus' return is known by the Father. It will happen at the very day and the hour and the minute that God says. Everything. It is critical that you embrace it. From the time that God gives you vision, you got to wait until he processes you, and then he positions everything else until everything has fallen into place. It's a powerful truth. I encourage you to get it, because if you don't get it, you won't get it. I love you.